My name is Jennifer Stay and welcome to this week's live event where we're going to unbox what is inside this lovely box from Blick. It's kind of a tricky sentence. I'm so excited because inside this box are some beautiful new colors for one of my absolute favorite tools that I use here in the art studio. My alcohol markers by Blick Studio. So these are a brush tip marker that I love. I recommend these markers all the time because they are such a good, cost-effective alcohol brush tip marker. They are part of a system. So with these markers, you can buy them in sets, you can buy them individually, you can get replacement nibs, you can get them replaced as far as oh dear, what's the word? When you get the inks, you can get inks so that you don't have to get whole sets replaced for them like the Ohuhus or some of the other really cheap markers. So I like recommending them because they're sort of a step up from, say, the Ohuhu markers, but they're not as expensive as going into the Copics or the Prismacolors. Now, all those brands are really great. They all have advantages and disadvantages. I have lots of videos here on my YouTube channel that you can watch and see why I like certain markers over other markers. But in the end, I usually come back to the Blick Studio markers because they are such a good mid-range price and they get you into a good system. Now, hopefully this is working. Steve is checking to see if the stream is streaming and if we've got a live video running. And so far, I'm not sure if it's actually running. So hopefully it's running. And I'm not going to open this box until I am positive that the video is actually working. It looks like people are saying hi. So that's good. Can you see me? Can you hear me? So if you have the Blick markers, I have a lot of awesome resources over at Coloring Bliss for you, but they're all based on the original set, the 96 markers. It's 95 colors and one colorless blender. So I have swatch charts like this that are free. There's a link in the video description that you can follow and get this download right here. Now, Steve, who is my husband and business partner, has plans to update this and get a brand new version of this with all the new colors. So if you would like that new version of the swatch chart, make sure you come on over to Coloring Bliss and become at least a free member and get onto our email list. And as soon as he has this new chart set up for us, you can watch for an email. He'll send it out and then you'll know to come and download the refreshed beautiful new chart with all the beautiful new colors on it. Now, the reason I haven't let him start on that new chart yet is because I'm not too positive on how many new colors there are. We're going to kind of figure that out together tonight because as I was shopping for and ordering the new colors, there was one color that wasn't marked as new that I think is a new one. We're going to figure that out tonight. All the information on dickblick.com is still based off of the original 96 colors. They haven't updated the information. So it looks like this when you go download their information. They have two sets of markers that are all kind of feeding off of the same color family. This is the color family right here. So when you shop for their markers, be careful. Make sure you are ordering the brush tip. Although if you don't like a brush tip, then maybe you would be interested in the other line. The other line is called their art markers, and they have a chisel tip and just a little pointy fine tip. The markers that I prefer are the Blick Studio Brush Markers. That's what we're going to be playing around with and unboxing here in a second. They have a chisel tip on one end and the beautiful brush tip, which is so very comparable to the Copic markers. So this is the line that you want to look for. It's the Blick Studio Brush Markers, but both lines have the same set of colors. Now it's more than 96, but they have the same line of colors, and you can get the same refills to fill both lines of markers. So it's kind of smart of them to set up their markers like that. And in the past, you were able to purchase the Blick Studio markers in sets of 96, 48, 24, 12, and 6, and then open stock. But we'll see what they do coming as they get their new markers set up in. Will they have a brand new set with all of them? Hopefully. That's usually the cheapest way to buy this kind of marker, is in big sets. But they're kind of, they're not cheap. Not like the cheap Chinese type brands of markers like the Ohuhus. Those are a lot less expensive. So if you're looking to kind of crack into the alcohol marker type of art product, usually what I recommend is that you start with something like the Ohuhus. You can usually get a huge set of markers for not too much money. Ohuhu is a great place to begin. They have a really nice brush tip marker, and you can get a really big set. So that's a good place to begin. And then if you love coloring with the Ohuhus, then I usually recommend you go into the Blick Studio Brush Markers, because you get into a system type of a marker where you have the support of replaceable nibs, and you can buy them open stock one at a time. You can buy inks.
Ink, yeah.
Yeah, inks for them. So if you really love purple, like I do, and you go through your purple markers really fast, then you can buy the replaceable inks for those beloved purple markers. That's why I recommend getting into a system if you discover you love coloring with alcohol markers. And then if you need more colors, because 96 colors is really not a lot of colors when it comes to alcohol markers, then you can kind of stretch out and move into other brands like the Copic Ciao, Prismacolors, those kinds of brands. But now we have new marker colors to try. Ta-da! I'm so excited. So Steve has hopefully been able to figure out how to print off the list of, when you order from Blick, they have, where you can click and order one at a time. We're trying to print that off so that we can make sure I've ordered all of the new markers. So we're going to check that out. And I've also had him print off some blank swatch charts for me here so we can swatch the new colors and see what they look like. I'm so curious. Do they give us new blue ones, new green ones? That's kind of what I'm so curious to see. Like if Blick called me up and said, what colors would you like us to add to your system? It would be really hard for me to decide what colors to tell them. So here it is. He's printed off, basically it's the screenshots, right? Of when you go to order them. Yeah. So that's what we have here. And you can see, let me switch views. When you go to order, they have the word new next to the new markers. And like I said, when I was ordering, there was one marker that jumped out at me that I was like, wait a second, that's a new name. I know the names well enough that I saw a new name and I was like, that's a new name. Hopefully I'll be able to locate that one. I didn't write it down. Yeah. So hopefully we'll be able to discover which one that was. So,
by the way, it sounds like Luminance is coming out with some new colors too.
Luminance.
Colored pencils.
What? You guys get me in trouble. Every time we get together, you guys get me in trouble. I guess I get you into trouble too, so it's only fair. It's only fair. So, maybe while you're kind of watching the chat, by the way, we should say hi. You ready to say hi?
Sure. Hi.
Steve has his RV beard still on. We were talking over on Facebook about how you fit in with all the small town truck driving men.
Yep.
With your beard and your hat and your wave. He has perfected the wave. In the small towns, when you're driving, you wave when you pass another man driving a truck. So show YouTube your truck wave.
Well, you're sitting there like this and you go.
That's the truck wave. It's pretty awesome. All the men do it. They wave to each other like that when you pass in a small town. So I have a question for all you out there in YouTube land. If you live in a small town, well, any town, I want to know, is that true of your town? Do the men wave like that to each other? Or is that just small town Utah? Please comment below and let me know. I'm really curious. It was pretty awesome. We were laughing and just loved it. We loved it that people are that friendly.
Yeah, very friendly.
Yeah, and so patient. Like when you're towing, you get in people's way when you're towing an RV, and people are just patient and they just stop and let you do your thing, and then they move on and they don't give you dirty looks or anything. And then you get back into town here in Salt Lake, and everybody just gives you dirty looks, and they act so ornery and impatient. So we miss small town Utah.
Yep.
Anyway, so let's get back to this box right here.
Okay.
So Steve, while I'm opening this box and showing them what's inside, will you highlight for me? I guess we don't need to highlight. That's not. Let's just open this up. Are they commenting?
Yeah.
And if Rose pops her head up, yes, she is looking pretty rough. She had a lot of fun being a country dog. That's what we're calling her. She's in her country dog, her ragamuffin country dog state. That's what she's in right now.
Yep.
So
Hope says that's excellent small town etiquette, especially in the South.
okay.
Crystal said motorcycle guys do the same thing as they pass each other.
Oh, so it's not just.
Kim says, yes, we all wave. It's like that in Canada as well.
Oh.
Not just men, women wave that way too. Our farmers wave like the truckers.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Laura says, how about a new manly truck driving, truck waving coloring page?
Whoa, that would be so much fun. I was hoping to draw something new for Father's Day. Maybe I need to draw a picture of Steve in his truck with his little 2-finger wave. I'm glad to hear it's not just Utah. So you can do it everywhere you drive, wherever we go now, through the U.S. or Canada, you can do your wave.
Yeah, Tika lives in a small town, but she says they don't do that. It's more just to say thank you if somebody let you in.
Oh.
That Melinda says everybody waves here in Minnesota, North Dakota.
Okay, that's good to know. So you have to keep practicing your waves, Steve.
Yeah.
Okay, let me show you how well they package things at Blick. I'm always impressed by their packaging. They almost over-package with Blick, but that's okay. I spend a lot of money on the things that they send, so I appreciate them taking good care of what I order. Oh, there's a lot of beautiful markers in here. Okay, I gotta, before I show you what's in here, I gotta make sure there's no private information. Oh, they have it folded. We're good. I'll take out the receipt. Okay. All right, let's go straight down so they can enjoy the unboxing here. Even Rose is interested. Look how rough she's looking. You can't even see her eyes. She's so ragamuffin country dog. Okay, here we go. There they are.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh. Okay, we have so many beautiful markers to look at, you guys. Do they smell good? No.
I was going to say, I wouldn't expect markers to smell good.
It's not like colored pencils where you just like, oh, colored pencils smell so good. All right, here they are. We have 4 bags. Wow, they really stuffed that bag.
Aizen's Hope says, I'm squealing with you as you open it.
So exciting. Oh, look at all the beautiful colors. Lots of blues for you, Steve. Oh.
Just for me, huh?
Just for you. Wow, they really, some poor line picker really stuffed this bag. Oh, okay, here we go. Here they come. Whoa. Okay, so when I ordered them, they did not give me, because they were new, I didn't get the bulk rate. But now, if we had waited...
Oh, really?
You can get the bulk rate, you guys. So if I had waited, if I had been patient, we could have probably saved a lot of money. Shh, don't tell my husband. But I couldn't wait. I'm sorry. More blues. So I'm hoping for some of the colors we had trouble with. A dark blue violet and a dark blue green specifically. You can see some of the colors we struggled with. So I'm hoping We're going to find some good colors here. Oh, yeah, see? Oh, that's going to be a good one.
Oh, that's right. That dark blue green was really... Oh, yeah. Dark blue green.
Oh, I'm so excited. More blues in this set, too. Look at them all.
Wow.
Wow. Aren't they beautiful? So if you've never seen a Blick Studio marker... Yeah, just throw that away, Steve. If you've never seen a Blick Studio marker, this is what they look like right here. So on one end you've got a chisel tip, and on the other end you've got a beautiful brush nib. I'll compare it to a Copic for you here in a second. And they have the color names on both ends. So a couple things I don't like about the Blick brush tip markers. One, they don't put... Oh, they fixed it. In the past, yeah, I got a little excited there, you guys. In the past, let me prove it. Wait, that one does. I lied. Okay, I guess I was wrong.
You got mixed up with a different brand.
Okay, so I thought they didn't have the color name on the body, but they do. So I take it back. I was gonna say something bad. So the color name is on the body. That's one of the things I don't like. Sometimes they don't put the color name on the body. And if you've ever watched me color on this channel, you guys know marker caps are going everywhere. I've got multiple markers going at the same time. And sometimes it's hard to get the right caps back on the right bodies. So that's cool that they do that. I'm sorry, Blick. I take it back. Now, one thing that they still haven't fixed is that the caps don't stack. That's really annoying. They're not the only brand. Copic doesn't do it. And that really needs to be fixed because, like I said, marker caps are going everywhere and it's really annoying, especially if you're coloring somewhere less than ideal, like at your sofa or something. You gotta have that. So okay, let me compare it really quick to a Copic sketch. This is kind of like your industry standard. Everybody compares to a Copic sketch. So body length, they are almost identical. The sketch is slightly longer. The sketch has the same kind of setup. They both have about the same chisel tip, and they have almost identical, and they feel very similar too. So they must both be coming out of Japan. It's a Japanese nib that they're using. I can't tell you that for sure on the Blick, but they feel so similar. It's got to be from a very similar place. So it's really awesome. So that is the difference between the two brands. These ones are more elliptical versus, I don't know what shape that is. What would you say that is?
Polygonal.
Different. It's different. Okay, so that's a good comparison for you right off. So if you're familiar with the sketch. Yeah, I don't have any. Yeah, I do. I have a Copic Ciao. This is a Ciao. The Ciaos I've heard, I haven't been to Michael's yet, have been on sale at Michael's. Maybe I shouldn't go to Michael's. So that's a Copic Ciao, which is exactly the same as a Copic sketch, in case you're confused. It's just a different body. Same nibs, same inks. The Copic sketch, this is a Copic sketch. The Copic Ciao is just a different body and has a little bit less ink in it. And then they come in fewer colors than the sketch line does. So if you've ever wondered what the difference is, that's what the difference is. And they stack, so they solved that problem with the Ciaos. So that's cool. Okay, so let's get back to these beautiful boys right here. Okay, Steve, let's see if we have all the colors here. We're just going to start... We're going to follow their list right here and go down the list.
Let's do it.
So, will you help?
Yes.
First one, I'm going to find the first one, and then I'll put you in charge of finding the next. So I'll find Amaranth Pink. Amaranth? Okay, anybody know how to pronounce that?
Right there.
Oh, Steve already found it. So this is our first new one, number 125, Amaranth Pink. So I'm swatching on the marker paper. Oh, that's a beautiful color. Am I in shot? Oh, good. This is my favorite marker paper. If you're interested in it, I put a link. This is number 125. And it is Amaranth Pink. Amaranth? A-M-A-R-A-N-T-H. Pink. That's our very first color. Okay, Steve has the next one, which is Apricot, $2.59. Nice skin tone color. Well, not really though. It's more peachy. $2.59. I guess not peachy, apricot-y. $2.59 apricot. Pretty. Those two colors together are beautiful. Okay, next one Steve found for me is 534 Arctic Blue. Has anyone else bought the new marker colors yet? Am I the only one that has fallen victim to full set syndrome? Arctic Blue. Wow, those three colors together are beautiful.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty.
Okay, next one is 536. And it's Azure Blue. Seen a lot of blues. Okay.
Blues and pinks.
547 Blue Ribbon. Cute name. 547 Blue Ribbon. Oh, beautiful blue. Okay, now we have 118 Bubblegum Pink. 118 Bubblegum Pink. I'll just leave that cap off and hopefully it won't dry out. Wow, that's a bright pink. Okay, next one up, 121 Carnation Pink. Oh, kind of a dusty pink.
There it is.
551 Carolina Blue. Yeah, so far all blues and pinks. I'm hoping for some yellows. Ooh, here comes a green. Something new. Uh-oh, another one I can't pronounce. You guys, I need help. 421. Cherimoya green. Sure, I don't know. Cherimoya. Green. I don't know that word. Ooh. It reminds me of green tomato.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty.
I wonder, now I want to see it next to green tomato. Ooh, it's a lighter, more grayed version of their green tomato. Very pretty. That might, oh dear, we're going to have to redo all of our...
Yeah.
Very pretty. Okay, next one up is Cognac. Is that how you say it? Cognac?
Cognac.
Cognac, 216. C-O-G-N-A-C. Cognac. Ooh, pretty. That'll be good for another good skin tone color right there. Dark blue gray. Oh, 567. Dark blue. I'm trying to stay ahead of you, Steve. Am I doing good? Ooh, that's a pretty one. That would look really good with Carolina Blue.
One I haven't been able to find here, so I'll have to see when we get to it.
Uh-oh. 140 Dogwood. Oh, did I miss one? I'm going to be so sad. My full set syndrome is going to go berserko if I missed one. This one's very similar, lighter version of Apricot. Guess we could do the other camera if we wanted to show a little. Ooh, 565 Dusk Blue. Dusk Blue. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. Ooh, I'm liking all these sort of muted gray type tones. Oh, this one and dark blue gray together. Oh, that would be so pretty. Okay, next one is called Dusty Rose. Ooh, I think it's going to be another one that's sort of this vintagey feel, just by the name. Dusty Rose. Hey, Rose, this one's for you. She doesn't care. Dusty Rose. Oh, yeah. Oh, these would be so pretty together in a color scheme. Oh, so pretty. Ooh, a purple. Okay, we've got Eggplant 575. I've got a highlighter if you want to mark the one you couldn't find and just keep moving through them. Nice squeaky one. That's a pretty one. Now I wonder if that would be our maybe our new blue violet. Maybe not. Okay, next one up is Flamingo Pink. Okay, 146.
Okay, before you do the next one, let's see. Okay, so it was before that. The one that was missing is between Eggplant and Electric Pink.
Okay. Well, like I said, we'll figure it out after we get the ones we have down. 447 Green Tea. Green Tea. Okay. Ooh, another one with sort of gray undertones. It feels very much like that green tomato color. Okay, next one up is Honey Butter. Ooh, fun name. 217. Ooh, pretty. That one would be so pretty with the cognac. Cognac? Cognac. That sounds right. Cognac. Whoa, honeysuckle. This one's going to be a bright color. 120. Honeysuckle. Whoa, that is a very, this one would go good with Flamingo Pink. Whoa. This is seriously bright pink. Okay, Ice Blue, another blue, 531. Oops, I misspelled blue. Of all the words to misspell. Ooh, nice light blue. Love me a good light color. That's a good one. Oh, my hair was in the way. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm going to shift all these up a little bit here so I don't get mixed up. Okay, Steve's got them lined up so well here. I'm trying to help him. Okay, that's better. Okay, there. Back. Lake Placid, 566. Lake Placid. Wow, pretty colors. Okay, Lavender Pink, number 126. Lavender Pink. Pretty. Wow. Ooh, a yellow. We got a yellow. This one's called Lemon 337.
I found it. The one I thought was missing.
Oh, good. We can throw it in right here on this last square. This one's called Lemon. Let's put it right here.
Okay.
Ah, beautiful color.
Okay, so we have 3.
Electric Pink was the one that you were missing. 119.
It is buried under the others.
Electric Pink. All right, now before I go to the next page of swatches, I want to know if you could only pick one color off this whole page of swatches to order. Which one color would you pick off this page? Okay, I'll hold it here still for a second, and then I'm going to bring it up closer so you can read the color names. And I guess you could either just put the number or the name, but I'm curious which one of these colors is most exciting to you. Okay, I'll bring it up now so you can see the names and numbers. Which one of all of those colors that I just swatched are you most excited about?
I bet they're buried under there. Let's see.
You could use my iPad to double check. Okay, Steve, they're going to start saying which one they would order. If they could only order one off this page, which one would they order? I don't know which one I would order. Ooh, my eye keeps going to this Dusty Rose. Something about that color is really calling me. I think if I could only order one right now, I would get Dusty Rose.
So far, we have Lemon, Honeysuckle, the first one, Green Tea, Dusty Rose or Carnation Pink, Honeysuckle, Eggplant, Green Tea, Electric Pink, Lavender Pink, Honeysuckle, 551, Ice Blue, Flamingo, Carnation Pink, Green Tea, Honeysuckle.
Ooh, Honeysuckle.
Blue Ribbon, Honeysuckle.
Honeysuckle's getting a lot of votes.
Honeysuckle. Lots of Electric Pink, Azure Blue, Green Tea, Cognac, Cherimoya.
How do you say that? Is it Cherimoya?
Probably Cherimoya or Cherimoya.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay, let's go to page 2. Let's see if I can get this out of here without knocking Steve's well-organized.
I think that some of these maybe got hidden underneath the thing.
Oh,
you know,
yeah. So maybe
we'll
you
have to
pull
see.
them up on the iPad and see, or on your computer. That would work too. Okay, we'll keep going. Merlot is the next one. 128. Merlot. Ooh. Hello, Merlot. Ooh, I want fingernail polish the color of Merlot. That's a pretty color. Okay. Midnight Blue 554. Midnight Blue. Ooh.
Yep, that's one of them.
These two together would also make a really pretty color combination.
Okay, so this one was earlier. Cornflower Blue. It was hidden underneath the title.
We'll sneak it in right now. 561. Cornflower Blue.
So this is the one that I think you thought was new, but it says it isn't. Cherry Blossom.
Okay, so we need to check our older swatches and see, or I guess let's check off of their swatches. 561 Cornflower Blue.
Okay. So see if Cherry Blossom is on there.
Okay, so we'll skip
It's
past
a
the
pink
gray.
color.
Skip past the greens and the blues and get down here and look for Cherry Blossom.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Nope. See, I have found one that they don't have marked as new. Okay.
So that's 129 Cherry Blossom.
Okay, we'll put that one in last. So if you'll put that on the end of the row, and we'll put a big star next to it. Maybe I'll put some...
I have another one that's the same thing.
I'm gonna put,
Well, let's see if it was... It may have been lost
is this
underneath
the cherry blossom here? I'm going to put a piece of washi tape on. Well, that was poorly done. I'm going to put a little bit of washi tape on our special one. Okay, let's keep going here. Morning Dew 532. Morning Dew. Ooh, I hope this is a nice light blue. Oh yeah, very pretty. Okay, Niagara Falls. They're naming it after. This is the second one that's been named after a place. 557. Niagara Falls. Okay, let's get this other shot going. Yeah. Another kind of gray toned blue. Very pretty.
Okay, and then this was another one that, so this one goes before.
Orchid Pink 122. Oh, those two colors together. Ooh, and this one together would be so pretty. Ooh, we got a green. Pastel green, 418.
Robin said maybe we should check the number. Maybe they changed the name but not the number.
Ooh, good thought.
So I'll look through. This is all of them right here, right?
Yeah, and we have them swatched, you know. 418. Pastel green.
We have the swatch page in here somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, behind you. Sorry. 418. Pastel green.
We'll see if I can find 129 in here.
145. Pink champagne. That's the other thing is. Okay, slide it down. Ooh, this is very similar, at least maybe. I'll have to look back. It feels like that bubblegum color.
Yeah, I don't find them on the swatches or...
Pink Pearl, number 144.
How do you like the feel of them?
I love them. They feel awesome. Of course, we're just doing the chisel tip right now. I like to swatch with the chisel tip just to preserve that brush tip for when I'm coloring. Next one is Rose Smoke, another rose color. 130 Rose Smoke. So how many total colors are there now, Steve?
Yeah, so I think we were right. I can't find 129 or Cherry Blossom anywhere. So I think it's a new one that they haven't labeled as new.
242.
All right, if that is the case, then I guess we'll find out as soon as you're done here.
Shortbread.
Now, we had counted 47 before, so I think...
Yeah, I guess we could look at my invoice. I'm impressed that they got them all. Like, the poor picker when they got my order with all of these markers. I'm impressed. If the picker is watching, which I doubt they are. Well done, picker. Well done. 133 Silk. Now, this one's going to be a nice light color, which I'm very excited about. We need as many light colors with alcohol markers as possible. Look at that light color. That is amazing. That's going to help with blending like skin tones, and oh, that's a good color. It's almost like a white, almost a colorless blender, but not quite. That one's I'm going to have to get a refill for right away, I know already. Okay, 123 Soft Coral. 1, 2, 3 Soft Coral. Gotta write the name. Soft Coral.
Tika asked, are we going to email them and then let them know which one isn't labeled as new? Yes. Yeah, if you want to be notified when I update the free coloring page, so I'll do it, not coloring page, sorry, the new swatch chart. I'll put together the new swatch chart with all of the new colors, and we'll release that. And then, like Jennifer said, we'll also take a look at our tritones as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to be notified, just become a free member on our site, and that'll automatically put you into our mailing list. And then you'll be able to both download the new free swatch chart and be notified when it's available. So that's coloringbliss.com.
Okay, so this one was Sorento Blue, and then this one is Straw Yellow. I got another yellow. Straw Yellow. And this shortbread color is really interesting. It's sort of yellow, but also has this peachy undertone. That will be really useful. Let's see what Straw Yellow comes in as. This one's almost got a green undertone to it. That one's nice. Ooh, wow. 157. This is going to be a bright color. Strawberry red.
Oh, she was asking, she meant, are we going to email Blick to let them know?
I actually called Blick. When I was trying to put in my order, I was really confused, and I wanted to make sure that my full set syndrome was going to be completely satisfied. So I called their customer service and asked the lady what was up, and did I count wrong, and was I wrong on the one color? And she was confused too. She actually counted for me as well, and then she didn't know either. So I told her, you know, I think you've got one that's mismarked, and that was a couple weeks ago. So I think I need to 305. I think I will need to email them or call them or something now that I've confirmed that there is a mismarked marker.
Barb's wondering when new colors will be offered as a bundle or in a new full set.
Yeah, I think she said the people I really need to talk to are their product development team, not their customer service team. And I think because they're, I think, East Coast and I'm on the mountain time, I think I just called it the wrong time of day. So I need to call maybe in the morning or something and see if I can talk to their product development team or product team. I can't remember who she said it was. This one's called Vanilla. I just need to talk to the right people. It's always about talking to the right people. Whenever I talk to companies, the first people you talk to when you call a company, they're never the right people. And usually the more you call, the more you bother people, the closer you'll get to the right people. And then you finally get to the right contact and they'll give you all the information you need. Washed denim. That strawberry red is so pretty.
Yeah. This is a really pretty red.
Okay. We've got 4 more to go, you guys. Watermelon is the next one.
So there are 47
1,
then.
4, 9, watermelon.
I'll count on here too, which I guess is what we already just did.
Yeah, plus you know you're missing some on there, so
Yeah, so
watermelon.
47 new, so 96.
These two are very similar. We'll see how it dries out.
So 143 now.
143. Does that include the colorless blender? It's kind of an odd number.
Yeah. No, wait a minute. Yes, it does.
It's kind of a weird number. Yeah. I wonder why they went for that. Maybe there's going to be more. White gardenia 134. This is going to be another very pale color. White gardenia. Here we go. Very similar to vanilla. We'll see how it dries down. Okay, Willow Blue 546.
Yeah, there are a lot of lighter colors, aren't there?
That's awesome. Willow Blue. And this is the final one here. Let's see, let's go like that. This is the one that I found. Cherry Blossom, because I'm so obsessed with the markers and know the names way too well, and as I was ordering I found the name. Shows you how obsessed I am with these. 129 Cherry Blossom. Okay. Oh, pretty. Another sort of dusty, grayed out color.
Wow.
Very
A lot of those.
similar to rose smoke. Okay, so again, I'm going to ask if you could only pick one color to order off of this page, which one would you pick? So I'm going to just hold it still like this for a second, and then I'll bring it up so you can read the names better. Which one is jumping out at you? And I'll bring it up so you can see the names. Which one, if you could only order one off of this page, which one? Which one would you order, Steve? If you could only order one on this page.
Well, I think I'd have to go for Willow Blue.
This one down here.
Yeah, that's a nice blue.
Ooh, I'm kind of feeling pastel green for some reason. Okay, so I'm going to bring up, let's get my face off of here. I'm going to bring up both pages side by side so we can see all. I'm going to write the number. It's 47 in total. We've got 47 new ones. 47 new colors. There they are. And then I'm going to take and with the black, I'm going to circle this one. So if you decide to order and fulfill your full set syndrome, that's the one, the one that is not marked as new. That one down there.
Okay, there's Merlot, Niagara Falls, Merlot, Morning Dew, Sorento Blue, Watermelon, Willow Blue, Orchid Pink, Soft Coral, Merlot, Pink Pearl, Pink Champagne, Willow Blue, Pastel Green, Sorento Blue, Rose Smoke, Sorento Blue, Pastel Green, Orchid, Merlot, Cornflower.
All over on this one. Lots of variety. Yeah. Okay, so let's count. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of them are blues. 15 blues. And then pinks. 1, 2, 3, 4. What'd you call that? A pink?
Yeah, ish.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 pinks. So definitely heavy on the pinks. I think they've gone a lot more of these light tones to help with the skin. Let's bring up the original markers so you can see. Let's see why they did what they did, shall we? If you look at their blues before, we only had this many blues before. So you can see why they've brought in a lot of blues. But the pinks, I don't know. I mean, we didn't have very many light pinks, did we? Like, these were our lightest pinks. Peach Blush, Shell, and Rose Petal. And maybe Light Peach were our lightest pinks. We had a few over here, like Beach and Antique White. But you can see why they've brought in White Gardenia, Vanilla, Cherry Blossom, Silk. You can see why they've filled those out when you start looking at our former colors. And then, like I said, in blues, you can see why we've got in the blues. Now, yellows is where I was hoping. That's all we had for yellows before. You know, you could say Antique White was a yellow. Beach, kind of yellowy. So I'm glad we've got a couple new yellows. Lemon. And straw yellow's more green, don't you think? That's reading really green to me. So that's interesting.
So if you look at, let's see, Tika's wondering, do Cherry Blossom and White Gardenia look the same?
Cherry Blossom has more gray.
Yeah, it's more red.
Steve sees colors so differently than me.
Than White Gardenia.
Okay, so I'm going to grab a piece of marker paper. Oh, sorry. Hi, Steve.
Hi.
We grab a piece of marker paper and we're going to do a few comparisons here. Okay. Because I'm feeling the same way you are. Like, some of them feel really similar. So let's get them side by side and see what they're like side by side. So Cherry Blossom and White Gardenia are two that are be really good to compare. So White and Cherry, let's look at those side by side. So let's go to the brush tip now. Here is Cherry Blossom. And here is White Gardenia. Now we need to give them a second to dry down. So this is 134 and this is 129. Okay, are there any others that you guys would like me to do a side-by-side comparisons? You can see how similar they are, because there are some that are jumping out at me like, wow, they're pretty similar. Like, what were the other two that I was like, they feel very similar? Like these two, 421 and 447. 447 and 421. These two are feeling very similar to me, so let's do the same thing here. Okay, and this one are feeling very similar. 447 and 421. Okay, do you guys see any others that we need to do a side by side? Bring back up.
Is it the chisel tip that's squeaky?
Chisel tips tend to be a little more squeaky than the brush tip, but both will squeak.
Honeysuckle and watermelon.
Honeysuckle, okay, watermelon and honeysuckle. Okay, let's see those two, 149 and 120. Here's 120 and 149. Okay. Here comes 120 first. And then this is 149. It's good to do this in real life. We even do this when we go to the store to buy markers because it's hard to choose sometimes. So I'm glad I can do this for you. So if you're looking to buy some, you can kind of say, oh, no, I'd rather have that color because it leans a little more blue, or I was looking for one that leaned a little more red. So it's good that I can help you with this so you can see it.
True Blue is similar to the new Sorento.
Okay, let's do that. True Blue to
Here's True Blue.
Sorento 538. Okay, so this is the old, from the old set, number 039.
Original.
039. And I'll put original.
KR not
538.
No,
it was
some
Sorento.
of the lighter blues look similar, but it's probably the camera. For sure, the color they would see on their end would vary widely compared to what we're seeing.
538. Great thing about if you ever go to a Blick store, most art stores are like this. Not all. 538. Usually when you go to a art store, they let you, in fact they encourage you to swatch right there. So at my Blick, they have all their Blick Studio markers in the big display, and then they have little swatch pages right there. So you can stand there and swatch them all right there in the store and then drop them into your basket as you go and decide what you want to buy. Okay, so let's look at these ones. You can see the different undertones of the colors. So there are slight differences in these two top ones that we did. These two are very similar.
Yeah, really similar, aren't they?
Very similar. 421 and 447. So that was this word I can't say. Shiramoya and green tea are very similar. I think this one is a little lighter.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like to me.
And then this was 120 and 149. So we were comparing honeysuckle and watermelon. This one's got more of a blue undertone, and this one's more orangey, red undertone. Let's use a green. And then this was the original True Blue color from the original set, 039, and the new 538 Sorento Blue. This one's kind of more greeny. Is that what you're seeing? Kind of a...
I always just look at it more in terms of yellow, so the primary.
So it has more yellow in it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you would say?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we're seeing. Is there any others you would like me to compare?
Someone pointed out strawberry red and watermelon. You thought kind of look similar.
They're very similar. This one has more blue.
Yeah.
Is that what you're seeing?
A little more yellow. Yeah.
More yellow and more blue. So since they're close to each other, we'll say that's good. But I can put 157.
Polly just donated and says, now I have a reason to go to Blick. You are an enabler. LOL.
I'm curious, Polly. Oh, by the way, thank you so much for donating. That's so awesome for your support. But Polly, I want you to message me and let me know, do they have the new colors at Blick? I would call before you go because I'm curious to know. And is our elusive number 129 Cherry Blossom there? Our secret color. Let's get 157 up here with these two colors that we're comparing so you can kind of see how it looks next to them. 157. So when we are coming up with our tritones, our light, mediums, and darks for each color of the color wheel, this is how we do it. We swatch them out like this. It's one thing to see them like this, but then you have to see them side by side in order to see those subtle changes. See how you can see once they're next to each other like this, then you start seeing the blue in the undertones. So this is exactly what the process Steve and I will go through to find the right colors. How about
Pink Champagne and Bubblegum?
Oh yeah, that's right. There was these two that were very similar. 118. Thank you, whoever said that one. 118 and 145. And they're so far apart. You can tell they're close, but there's something going on, but you can't see, right? Your eyes are like, they're similar, but there's something off. So then you have to swatch them like we did here in order to see the undertones. So you want to get under some correct lights. Right now we're under our studio lights, which are, how do you say that, Steve? They are white balanced, or?
Yeah, they're daylight balanced.
So we know we're not getting any like yellowy tints or green tints going on. We can really see their true color, or as true as possible. 118 is this one, and the first one was 145. And then because it's a wet medium, you need to let it sit because it will change dramatically. Let me show you what I'm talking about. You take a dark color like this Cognac, and we're going to do a line of it like that and let it settle into the fibers. And then in a second, I'll do another line right underneath it of the fresh ink. And you'll see how different they look wet versus dry. That's why when you're coloring with any kind of wet medium, not just alcohol markers, but any wet medium, the dry time is really important. And then you come back and you reassess if you like the way you colored it. Okay, so let's compare 145 and 118, which was Pink Champagne and Bubblegum, and see their undertones. And they are very similar, those two right there.
Yeah, again, it always is a little blue or a little yellow.
Yeah, that one, blue?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's another good thing, is to have someone else come look. Sometimes younger eyes, if you're getting older, younger eyes see things differently than older eyes will. Okay. So if you have a teenager, have them come look.
150 and 134.
Okay, 150. Do you see it on here?
Oh, vanilla.
Oh yeah, these light ones, 150 and 134. Okay, we've already put 134 up here, so I'm going to put 150 right next to it. 134. 150 vanilla right here. So let's swatch it right next to 134 up here and see how it plays out next to it. 150. I'll just write the number right here. Okay, and now let's do our experiment right here. So I'm going to do a swatch of the Cognac, and I'm going to hurry and move it up close to the camera. So if you want to see, now's the time to stop what you're doing and look. So here's the dry. I'm going to put dry next to it. And right above it, I'm going to do the wet swatch. And you can see how different the pigments are. Oh, hurry, hurry, hurry. Dry and wet. Hopefully I did that fast enough. You can see how much darker it is. Sometimes the entire color will change. The tone, not like the undertones, will change as it's drying out. So it's really important to let wet mediums dry before you make your final color decisions. Okay, so we got 150 on here now. It's had time to dry, and you can see how peachy it is compared to 134. So 150 is vanilla, And this one is White Gardenia. And 129 was, what was 129?
Cherry Blossom.
Cherry Blossom, which is really blue. So these light colors are really important with alcohol markers when you're trying to blend out. Like, let's say you're doing a skin tone and you need to get that really smooth texture of a skin tone. If you don't have these light tones, it's really difficult.
KR just donated.
Oh.
It says, thank you, Steve and Jennifer, for the work you do for our coloring community.
Thank you so much. You guys are so generous. Thank you. Okay, are there any others that we want to compare?
Let's see, did we do Pink Champagne and Bubblegum Pink?
Or is it these two? 145, Pink Champagne.
Oh yeah, 145 and 118.
You're seeing things way faster.
Right
Bubblegum Pink.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and then...
Vanilla to 134. Yeah, we did that one.
And I was curious about the new yellows.
Pink Flamingo and Pink Pearl.
Pink Flamingo. I know we've... Pink Flamingo, 146. We haven't done 146. To Pink Pearl. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 144. Okay, let's bring up those two. 144 and 146. 144 and 146. That's Pink Champagne. 146 right here. Now that...
Jack just donated.
Oh, thank you. You guys are so nice. You're helping recoup all the money I just spent on markers. You guys are so kind. Okay, let's try Pink Flamingo and Pink Pearl. Look how different their caps are.
Yeah.
But the swatches, that's why you've got to swatch.
Yeah.
Because their caps show totally different. Okay, let's swatch them. Okay. Here we go. Here is Pink Flamingo, or Flamingo Pink. And the second one is 144. Oh yeah, those two are really close too. 144. And 146.
Crafting with Christy asked, are these markers budget friendly?
Right now, if you'll bring up the website, if you buy them in bulk, I think they're coming at about $247, was it? No, $274.
Yeah, 270
per marker. And by bulk, I mean if you buy
Six.
at least 6 per marker. They're coming in at $274.
And if you buy 12, then it's $265.
Yeah. So I wish I had bought them a little later because I got them at $340 a marker. So
121 and 123.
121 is another pink one. 121. And which was the other one? Sorry, I totally forgot. 121
And 123.
And 123. 123. Do you see it, Steve? Am I just blind? Was it one we already did? 121.
Maybe we don't have one.
$121
Oh, soft coral.
and 120. Where is it? I'm blind.
No, we're not. Just overlooking it. Let's see. 123. Where are you?
I bet it's in this pile over here.
I don't see it. Huh.
Well, I can do 121 while you look.
Oh, there it is. Right there.
Okay, 121. Oh, I'm really digging these gray toned colors.
Is there a difference in papers?
Oh, paper. Yes, paper makes a huge difference. If you're going to color with a brush tip marker, you want a smooth, textured paper. Okay, that was 123.
Kathy just donated.
Oh, thank you. They're all feeling bad for me because I spent so much money on the markers. Thank you so much for your support. These two are actually quite different, you guys. 121 and 123. I'll bring them up so you can see those 4 pinks that we just swatched right there. The differences.
Yes, they did a good job at making them all just slightly different.
Just slightly different. So with alcohol markers, what I prefer is a thick cardstock, and I want one that is super smooth. So I like it thick because I like to layer a lot, build up lots of layers and get a really good dimensional color. And then I want it to be really smooth so that the brush tip is protected. You will really want to take good care of those brush tips. So there's a link in the video description to my preferred cardstock, and I believe it's the 60 pound that we gave you a link to because it runs better through most people's home printer. If you ever purchase a book from us, a coloring book from Coloring Bliss, we print it on which weight for the marker paper?
300 or 271 GSM. It's 100 pounds.
100 pounds. So you get a nicer, heavier cardstock when you order through us because our printer is a bigger, better printer than what most home printers have. So that's what you should look for when you buy a good cardstock for markers. That's what I prefer. For color pencils, I look for something with more of a toothy texture so that it grips on.
Now, after we do this part, Michelle would like to see how they blend.
Okay.
There. But I'm curious, so let's take a look at that cherry blossom.
The cherry
and
blossom.
See,
Where
it's the
is
last
it?
one.
Oh, right here.
And see if there's anything in the original set that seems like it could be.
Rose petal. Shell. Nothing really over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've just mislabeled.
So let's check 6 rose petal and 94 shell just to make sure.
Oh, shell and which one?
And rose petal.
Okay, 94 and 6.
So here's rose petal. There's 94.
And then shell. So Steve wants me to compare these two originals to our elusive 129.
Ooh, Polly got a laser printer. She can't wait for it to arrive.
These ones are much more broken in because I've used them so much. These brush nibs are much more flexible. Okay, so this was 006, and I'll put original because it comes from the original set. 094 original. And Steve wants to see it.
Cherry blossom. Oh, is that right? Yeah, because that's the one that we're thinking is new.
Mislabeled and new.
Yeah, it's different.
Yep, 129.
Yeah, so everything we can see, I think they just didn't put it as...
Yeah, I think they just mislabeled it. We know a secret.
Yes.
And you're all in on the secret. Okay, so now hopefully this has helped you. I love doing a little color eye training for all of you so you can kind of start to see what we see when we're comparing markers and why I get excited about two markers like this. This is a really good example, these first two, 129 and 134. They're very subtle, the differences, but very important, these two different markers here. When you start coloring and you get into alcohol markers, they seem very similar and why do you need them? But when you start coloring with them, you really do need such a subtle variety of colors. So let's do a little blending. Let's try. I'm going to look at the new ones here and let's see what is tickling my fancy. I keep looking at these blues. Like Lake Placid to dark gray. Should we try that? 566. Oh, they're very close in number too. 566 to 567. There's 567, and where's 566? Did we already pull him out? Nope.
It's right there.
You see him? Oh, right there. Okay, and we could go even darker, maybe to Midnight Blue. I wonder if it would go to Midnight Blue. 554.
Hope just donated.
Oh, you guys are so nice. My bank account and my husband / partner thanks you for helping me. Because I was spontaneous and ordered them very early. Okay, so let's see. Let's draw a little shape here and try to color it. Let's draw a sort of leaf type shape. Best leaf shape ever. And we're going to try to do a gradient, and we'll make it darker on this end and lighter on this end. How's that sound? We'll use the brush tips, and let's see. We're going to go with our lightest color. I hope that's what I grabbed. 566, right? That was my lightest one. I don't know my colors yet. Lake Placid, these new colors. Yep, that's my lightest one.
Yeah, Kathy was saying only one new purple. How many old purples are there?
Not many.
Yeah, they really don't have a whole lot.
Yeah, I would have asked for some more purples. Okay, so...
Arnetta says the bulk price seems to be if you are buying the same color.
Okay, so it should work. Will you pull that screen back up? Oh, okay, yep. So it's
Oh, it doesn't say mix and match.
mix
Darn
and
it.
match
Yeah.
for the old, for the original, and it's bulk for the new.
So you'd have to buy of the same color that many to get the price. Sorry.
Oh, I got y'all excited.
Good catch, Arnetta.
Yeah. So you still have to pay full price for the new ones. Well, I feel a little better about my purchase now.
Dana says hi.
Hi, Dana. Okay, so now we'll put in the mid-tone. Oh, I just got markered. And we'll bring in the dark tone. This is the 60-pound paper I'm working on, so we're definitely going to have some bleed through on the back. Okay. And I've already making a mess. I'll go mid-tone again. Blend out that transition. Like that. And back to the light tone. So if you're interested in more tutorials on how I color with markers, gel pens, color pencils, all the above, then I would recommend you join the Bliss Partners. We have all kinds of tutorials on how to color with all those types of tools. They're all archived there, hours and hours of like personal type workshops that we have recorded. There's worksheets and all kinds of things. Tomorrow night we have workshop number 3 on our gel pen series. I'm going to be attempting to color faces with gel pens. Steve challenged me to color something difficult with gel pens, and the most difficult thing I could think of was faces with gel pens. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow night. So if you want some more help with coloring, you feel like I want to know how to blend like this with markers, we teach how to do that in the workshops. It's kind of difficult to do that on nights like this, but in the workshops I slow way down and teach step by step how to do blends like this. So I highly recommend, if that's the kind of tutorial type thing you're looking for, to join us with the partners. We have a lot of fun over there. Do giveaways, weekly giveaways, and all kinds of things with the partners, and you get huge discounts over with the Coloring Bliss print shop if you become a Bliss partner.
Yeah, 20% off.
20% off on anything you order at the Bliss print shop. So if you've been wanting to buy like a swatch book on the beautiful marker paper or a coloring book, then you get 20% off everything you order when you become a Bliss partner. So
Bev says, I've ordered several of your swatch books and will be ordering more. You've saved me hours of work and have helped me with my work.
oh, that's awesome to hear. I love hearing that. you know, swatching is one of my most blissful things to do. I love getting new tools and swatching them. In fact, I will give you a spoiler. I have some new tools right behind me. This is not the only thing that I recently ordered from Blick. I don't think I'm going to tell them what it is yet. You're just going to have to subscribe, hit like, and hit that notification bell, and come back for another live event because I have more new tools to show you that I've recently ordered. Yes, full set syndrome has struck again, and I have ordered more of my favorite tools. They're behind me, and we will be swatching more things because swatching gives me so much joy. I just love when I find a tool that I love, swatching them, getting to know them, like learning their names, seeing their undertones, getting to know the tool. I think it's really important because then when you go to color, you know what to reach for. If you get in a coloring jam and you need a color, you need a tool to help you out of a coloring jam, you know your tools really well. So I'm a big fan of swatching for so many reasons. So that's why we have so many swatch books, so many options over at coloringbliss.com. So if you've never swatched before or you've only done a little swatching, you need to do more because you'll love it.
Real quick, do you know if the Prismacolor Premier markers have the same numbers and colors as the pencils?
I think they're very similar. I know it's a very good question.
Like, would the tritone set of pencils match the markers?
I don't know for sure.
Yeah, we need to
But
test
I think
that.
this Spanish orange might be the same Spanish orange. I think so. These are the Prismacolor Premier markers right here. I have 24 of them. They are awesome. They are some of the most juicy, delicious markers I've ever owned, but they are very expensive. If I had the money, I would totally buy a full set, but I can't justify that. There's just no way.
Yeah, they're really expensive.
Yeah. We've tried justifying them. Steve has looked at them many times and I'm just going to buy them for her. And then you look at them. No, we can't justify that.
Angels 1 asked, are there only 12 new colors of Tombos?
The Tombos, no. How many new ones did they come out with? They went from 96 to 100 and... I can answer that.
Is it 108 now?
There's 108 now. So maybe it was just 12.
Yeah.
It felt like so many.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah, it felt like a lot. This is all the Tombow colors right here. This is the chart I keep next to my storage. I haven't put my Tombow markers away yet. Last week we did Tombow markers. And this is the way I keep them organized here. This is like a mirror image of the storage right here. So that's what I'll be doing soon, is putting all my Tombows away. So I have a chart here also for my Blick that does the same thing, but I'm going to have to redo all that.
Yeah.
Because it's not the same anymore. Yeah. Any other questions I can answer before we sign off for tonight?
Don't know, but
what do you think
I'm
of the
excited
new markers?
to revisit the tritones.
Yeah. So I guess the plan will be that I'll have Steve, now that we've confirmed that we have 47 new colors, I'll have Steve fix our free chart for all of you. And you can now officially let your full set syndrome go crazy and start collecting the Blick markers. And Steve will send out an email when he has that chart ready. So make sure you're at least a free member over at Coloring Bliss so that you get our emails. Remember, it's just Steve and I. This is our business here. So if you do share your email with us, you can be assured that we don't share it with anyone. Yep. We're not a sponsored channel, so we don't share it with any affiliates or anything like that. We will protect your email. So if you honor us with your email, we will protect it. And then what we'll do is we will start doing like I was showing you tonight, where we swatch and we color compare all the new colors with the original tritones that we have set up and see if we have some new, better tritones. And if we find better ones, hopefully we do, we'll do a new version and we'll let you know as soon as that new version is ready. Now, to get this tritone chart with the light, mediums, and darks for every color of the color wheel, you will need to be a paid member over at Coloring Bliss. But the great thing about becoming a paid member, other than you're supporting me and Steve, is that you get all kinds of awesome resources over at Coloring Bliss, plus you get discounts at the Coloring Bliss print shop. So come over and check out all of our different membership levels. We've got everything from $5 a month up to the partner level, which is $25 a month. So you can come over and look at all the different advantages to each of the different levels and support us over there. Speaking of support, want to say another thank you to all those of you who donated to our channel tonight. So helpful to keep Steve and I making content like this.
Thank you.
Yeah, lets us know that you like this kind of content, and we really appreciate that. And it makes it so I can keep buying markers from Blick. So thank you for that. So I can't wait to do some coloring and showing all that off to all of you, all the neat supplies that we have available to all of us. So yay! So other than that, tomorrow Rose gets groomed because she's such a country girl right now. Huh, Rosie? Do you want to show him your country? You can't even see her eyes right now. She's such a country girl, huh? Did you want to say thank you to everybody? She's on no. I'm tired. I'm a tired country girl. So thank you, everybody, for all of your support. Were there any other last minute questions, or are we good? Steve says that we're good. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed that unboxing and seeing all the beautiful new colors that Blick has made available to all of us for these beautiful markers. I'm excited. We'll see what they do with them. Maybe there'll be more new sets, new package sets. We'll see what they do. I'll contact them and let them know about that one marker, and maybe I'll learn some more information that I'll pass on to all of you. So I hope you all have a wonderful, colorful, blissful day. Bye-bye, everyone.